Hi, it's Dane Scott for Fiverr Gold. Can answering buyer requests on Fiverr actually be fun? I think it can. Got a perfect example next. There's a place in Fiverr where people can ask for various kinds of work to be done, and you can answer them if you think you can help them out with it. It's called buyer requests, and it can be a good place to initially connect up with some people who you wouldn't otherwise find. Staying consistent in answering buyer requests is a good thing, but it can get a little tedious when you do it day after day. Why not have a little fun with it? Not only makes life more interesting for you, but it might increase your chances of getting them to bite. And if you do get an order from them, there's always the possibility they'll come back with other orders later. So buyer requests can be valuable. Here's one I saw today, and even though it had quite a few people that had already applied for it, I thought, well, what the heck, I'm going to give it a try. It says, I'm looking for a 3-minute voiceover in the style of a male 1940 American news broadcast. I would also like sounds of sirens of war going on in between. It's for a school project and will be played from an old radio. And so I thought, well, that really does sound like fun. Plus, I can kind of do that style. So what I did was to just actually record my voice reading the description of the buyer's request in the style of a 1940s announcer. Here's the voice track in Reaper, and this is what it sounded like. I'm looking for a 3-minute voiceover in the style of a male 1940s American news broadcast. I would also like sounds of sirens or war going on in between. It is for a school project and will be played from an old radio. To that, I added some World War II air raid sounds, and then we had this. I'm looking for a 3-minute voiceover in the style of a male 1940s American news broadcast. I would also like sounds of sirens or war going on in between. It is for a school project and will be played from an old radio. Lastly, I ran it through equalization, took out all the low end and a little of the high end so it sounded more like an old-time radio, and the final result was like this. I'm looking for a 3-minute voiceover in the style of a male 1940s American news broadcast. I would also like sounds of sirens or war going on in between. It is for a school project and will be played from an old radio. Then I hit answer on the buyer's request and sent this message. I see that you already have a bunch of answers to your request, but before you decide, please take a moment to listen to something I recorded for you that contains the 1940s announcer style as well as the sound effects you mentioned. I love doing this style and hope we can work together on it. Here's the file, and then I included a Dropbox link to the file. Will I get the job? I don't know, but I think it probably increases my chances of it. In the meanwhile, I learned a couple of things as I was putting it together, so it's all good and a lot of fun. Maybe it'll help to make your daily buyer's request duties a little less tedious. Please check out my Udemy classes online, and by all means, please subscribe while you're here so you keep getting these YouTube hints, all for free and updated regularly. Talk to you next time.